So now we are starting with algebra, and as you can see on the screen, this is from a very nice book. There is something about algebra written over here. Now first of all, let me just grab something from here that is about simplifying expressions. So I've just copied it and I'm starting over here. Okay. Now first of all, the topic that we are starting, this is algebra, and this is lecture number 1 of algebra. So ALG for algebra 01, and algebra is a big topic. Now first of all, they are saying that in algebra we use variables. So maths was all nice with numbers and everything, and suddenly symbols came in. So an algebraic expression involves variables. The variable could be A, could be B, could be X, Y, Z, and so on. An algebraic expression involves variables. What are variables? Letters that represent numbers. For example, A is the same as 1A, 6B means 6 times B, XYZ means they all are multiplying together. Now this is something very important that people tend to forget. That is, expressions do not contain an equal sign. Now this is an algebraic expression. It's not an equation as such because there is no equal sign. The next concept, this is about algebraic expression involving variables. The next thing, that is collecting like terms. So let me write this statement. We add apples to apples and we add oranges to oranges. That is like terms, 3 apples and 4 apples. So let me write it over here. 3 apples, A for apple, plus 4 apples. What does it become? It becomes 7 apples. And if I say there are 5 oranges and 7 oranges, so they will add up to 12 oranges. So I can add the apples to apples. I cannot add apples to oranges. I can add oranges to oranges. That is just like algebra. A term is a group of numbers or variables combined only by multiplying or dividing. Terms are separated by a plus or a minus sign in the expression 2x plus 6. 2x and 6 are terms. So 2x is another term, 6 is another term. So now these terms can be separated by a positive sign, a negative sign, and so on. Expression can sometimes be simplified by collecting like terms. Like terms contain exactly the same combination of letters. So A will be added to A, O will be added to O, and so on. That is the next basic thing. Now let me go to the book again. And let me just pick this exercise and just give you a simple idea. This is just a very basic exercise. So now if I collect the terms over here, this thing, actually let me just cut it and paste it on the next page. Now it says, simplify these expression by collecting like terms, something very basic kind of exercise. So there are 3 C's over here, they will be added together. There are 2 D's over here, they will be added together. So what is the answer over here? The answer is basically 3C plus 2D. That is the answer by collecting the like terms. That is the basic thing. Similarly, if we talk about the last part, that is, there is 4B, there is a negative B, then there is 8C, then there is a negative 5C. So 4B minus B, what does it become? That becomes 3B. And 8C minus 5C, that becomes plus 3C. So that's how these things are added together. Similarly, if I talk about question number 2, and over here there is 13M, there is negative 8m, then there is 2n, and then there is a positive 7 and a negative 3. So now look at the colors. I'll add the blue to the blue, I'll add the green to the green, I'll add the red. Red is only 1. So this becomes 13 minus 8, that is 5m, and 7 minus 3, that is 4, and plus 2n, that is the expression, the simplified expression. So the objective over here is to get a simplified expression out of this. So now this is basic maths. We are just warming up for the main thing. So now let me write it like this. Similarly, question number 4. Now I would like you to think about it. For example, part A and part G. So just take some time and just try it out. Something very basic. So part A and part G. Part A, there is an x square term. There are no other x square term. Then there is 3x and 2x. And then there is 2 and 3. So basically, if I write the answer for 4a, this is x square, 3 plus 2 becomes 5x, 2 plus 3 becomes 5. That is the simplified expression. For example, if I talk about 4g, so let me focus on 4g. That is, there is 8, there is negative 5, then there is 6p square and p square. These two are like terms. And then there is pq. So therefore, the answer is 8 minus 5, which is 3. 6 plus 1, that is 7p square. And then there is pq. That's the last one. So that is the answer for this part. So this was about simplified expression. Something again very, very basic. Now the next thing is about multiplying variables. So let me just copy this and let me paste it over here. Like this. And let me also copy the next part. Exercise 2. Now this one is about multiplication and all these things. Okay, so now the next thing, this is about multiplying variables. So this one was about simplifying expression, and this is multiplying variables. So now what is the concept? Now it says powers work with letters in exactly the same way as they work with numbers. What does it mean? If I write 2 into 2 into 2, can I write this thing as 2 cubed? The answer is yes. If I write 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, can I write this thing as 5 raised to power of 4? Yes. So this is basically the concept of indices to simplify numbers. So now as we can see a into a is a square, a into a is a cube, and a power m into a power n, the powers add up. If bases are the same, so this is an application of indices. For example, simplify these expression. There is b, so this is b raised to power of 4. Then the next one, 4a into 5b. So 4 and 5 becomes 20. And AB becomes AB, so this is 20AB because A was different, B was different, 5 and 4 were numbers. And the last one, that is this, that is 3A into 6A. So 3 into 6 becomes 18, A into A becomes A square, that is 18A square. Again, something very, very basic. So multiplying, or for that matter, dividing with variables. So again, apples with apples, oranges with oranges, they will divide. For example, over here, a into a, that is a cube. 5x into 3y, that's 5 into 3 is 15xy. There are 4 m's multiplying together, that is m raised to power of 4. There is 6p into 8p. 6 into 8 is 48, and this becomes p square. I hope this is all good, all clear. So you people are in a WhatsApp group. So for simple things, I think it's a good idea that you just put a star over there, a tick mark over there, so I can understand that you are just following me exactly. And if there is any question, you can raise a question over there, and I can pause the video and I can listen to your question. So you all have my number also. You can WhatsApp me individually, but it's better that if you WhatsApp on the group. Now, secondly, the next question, simplify the following expression. A into B. So this is 2A, that becomes A square B, because there are 2 A's and 1 B. Similarly, if I focus on 2E, that is x square into x into y. So that is x square into x, that is x cube into y. Let me talk about some division. Something like G. 9n square m divided by 3n square. What is happening over here? The n square and the n square is cancelling out. 3 ones are 3 goes 3 times into 9. So I'm left with 3m, that is the answer of this expression. Again, we are trying to simplify, but this time the simplification is not based upon addition, subtraction, it's based upon multiplication and division. Similarly, let me choose another one, something like k. So in k, it says 16p cube q divided by 2p square. So now over here, 2 ones are, 2 eights are, and then over here, what we see is that p cube divided by p square. So that's p over 2 p's at the bottom. So these cancel out. What am I left with? P. I can also apply this concept a power m over a power n, that is a m minus n. If the bases are the same, the powers subtract in division. So therefore, we are left with 8, we are left with P, we are left with Q, and that is the answer for this particular part. So that's about this thing. Now these exercises are there for you to practice also. Let me move to the next basic thing. Now again, it's kind of the same thing, but it's about expanding using a bracket. So again, it's about what you call the concept of indices. So what are the rules of indices? We have a power m into a power n, the powers add up. A power m divided by a power n, that is a m minus n. And then there is this rule, a power m raised to power of n, the powers multiply a m n. So these are the 3 most important rules of indices. Now in this example, what it says is this: expand the brackets in these expressions 3x raised to power of 2. So 3x raised to power means 3x multiplying with 3x. 3 into 3 becomes 9. X into x becomes x squared. So this is 9x squared. That's one approach. The other approach is 3x raised to power of 2 can be written as 3 raised to power of 2 multiplying with x raised to power of 2. That is 9x squared. So it's your choice to write it out and then simplify. That's one approach, or apply this rule which is written in blue over here. directly over here. That's your choice. Similarly, the next one, x y square raised to power of 2. So that is x square and y square, x raised to power of 2. Let me write it like this, x raised to power of 2 and y square raised to power of 2. So x raised to power of 2 is x square. These two powers, 2 and 2 multiply. This is y raised to power of 4, and that's how the answer looks like. Let me choose another one, E. A into 2b whole square, that's a into 2 square b square. And this one is a into 4b square. Multiply it out, so that is 4ab square. That is the answer. Similarly, if I choose C, so this is 3c the whole thing cube. Let me explain it both ways. The first way is 3c into, or let me use the multiplication sign. So 3c into 3c into 3c. So that's 3 into 3 into 3 and c into c into c. That is 3 into 3 into 3. That's 27, and this is c cube. That's one approach. The other approach is, this is 3 cube, c cube, that is 27, c cube. I prefer this one. What do you think? I want your response on the WhatsApp. Okay, so let's listen to you people. I think you all are on this group, and also write your name. So because the numbers are not saved yet, so there are some names which I can see. Okay. Just a tick mark. Okay, let me move on. What about part G? So in part G, it says xy whole square. So that is simply x squared, y squared. That is the answer. Something like, I think that's f 5q square square. That is 5q raised to power of 4, and that's the answer. So now let me move to the next one. That is again expanding these brackets. So let me just explain this. And okay, now the next thing is the basic thing, that is about expanding brackets. You can expand or remove brackets by multiplying. So when we use the term expansion, this is like opening up the bracket. Everything inside the bracket by the letter or the number in the front. For example, A is on the outside, B plus C. So this is AB and AC. A, B minus C, that's AB minus AC. So this is the heart and soul of algebra. That is expansion of this bracket, something very simple. For example, in example 1, 3 multiplies with A, 3 multiplies with 2. So that becomes 3A plus 6. Similarly, 8 multiplying with n minus 3m. So that is 8 into n. 8 into 3m, that becomes 24m. The minus sign in the middle remains as it is. The positive sign in the previous example remains as it is. So now it says expand Expand the brackets in the expression 2 into a plus 5, that is 2a plus 10, simple. 4 into b plus 3, that's 4b plus 12. 4 into b minus 4, that is 4b minus 16. 7 into x minus y, that is 7x minus 7y. 11 into 4 minus b, that's 11 into 4, 44 minus 11b. Something simple. Now expand the brackets in the given expression, something like this. 4 into 4x minus 7y, 4 into 4x, 16x, 4 into 7, 28, negative 28y. Something like this. 3 into 2p, 6p. 3 into 11, that is negative 33q. 8 into 2s, that is 16s. 8 into 12, 8 12s are 96t. 6 into 4x, that is 24x, and 6 into 5, that is 30y. So these are some of the examples of basic algebra. Since some people have a class at 7, so I'll just stop over here. So that is algebra, the first lecture, the very basics of algebra, about terms and variables and adding and subtracting and multiplication and things like that. So just a quick overview to get you started with algebra. So I'll see you in the next class. If there is any question, feel free to ask. Okay,